We got us a voicemail here. Let's start off with this voicemail, Lurch.
Hi, my name is Chris Rhodes. I've got a 22 Street Glide Special that I'm going to be putting some 10-inch meat hook handlebars on, as well as the Willie G heated grips. Before I buy your video, I just have a question of whether or not I should be ordering. I'm ordering the bars pre-wired, but I'm wondering if I should order them with the wiring for the grips, or have you guys found a way over the years to wire the Willie G grips internally? If somebody could give me a call back, please. Thank you.
I'll let Lurch answer this.
Yes. First of all, we have a free video on how to internally wire grips that were not intended to originally be wired internally. So the Willie G and some of the other ones are meant to be wired on the outside of the bar, but there are some models, and you have to check with your dealer that you can wire internally. And there's a little bit of a hack. You gotta be willing to do a little fabrication. Take a Dremel tool to your grip and to your
Lurch figured all this out, by the way. Props to Lurch.
Thank you. You got to be willing to do a little custom work on the grip itself and on the cluster, the switch cluster, so that you can get that wire to go internal and not get broken or smashed. So we do have a free video on that. Link will be in the show notes. But we also have our very popular heated grips install. You can go to lawabidingbiker.com/buy videos. We've got handlebar videos. We got heated grip videos. They'll get you through all that. But my answer to him was yes, you can wire those internally. You just got to be willing to get a little custom on your install.
Yep. Some of our top selling videos, guys, first of all, you'll be trouble finding any handlebar install videos. We have 4 of them. To cover any project you have. They are so detailed. We've been selling them for so many years. We get so much praise and pictures, and guys are so happy, and they send us emails with pictures of their bars installed all over at lawabidingbiker.com/buy videos. That heated grip videos, guys, that's a top seller. So many guys around the world have installed heated grips. Again, good luck finding any other videos. We did them. We did them right. We did them in law abiding biker style. You will save a ton of money not having a dealership do your handlebars. I mean, you're talking $1,200 to $1,600 now for handlebars. You could literally do it in a day in your own shop or garage. You don't even need a bunch of specialty tools. Both those projects are very universal in nature. And what I mean by that is our videos show you for a plethora. Once you have all the concepts and we show you how to do it, then just little minor variation of what you want to do here or there, but it's all there for you. And there's multiple video files. It doesn't matter if you have a cable clutch or a hydraulic clutch. We've got video files in there so you can take that off depending on which one you have. We got you covered. And so these are very universal. And a handlebar on a 2000 is the same as it is on a 2023. Okay, guys. It's a very universal process. We show you all that you need to know to get the project done, regardless of what kind of bikes. There are 4 different videos, and depending on if you're doing it on a touring or you're doing it on a Softail or a Dyna or something like that. So you can go to lawabidingbiker.com/buy videos. That's all our for purchase videos. If you just want to get to the handlebar videos directly, you can go to lawabidingbiker.com/Harley handlebars, all one word. And I can't remember what our heated grip video was. lawabidingbiker.com/heated grips, I believe. Just type that in and it should come back. Get you guys the right information. Heated grips.
Might be heated dash grips.
Yeah. Is that one not coming back? Yeah. Heated. Maybe we did put a dash in there. We'll put all this in the show notes nonetheless, but we'll try to figure it out here for you because this is exciting. Let's see. Harley heated grips. Maybe it's Harley heated grips. I'm just searching in our website right now. Awesome search functionality in there, guys. You just type it in and it'll come with everything we've ever done. There's your little trick, Lurch. Yeah. So use the search function on our website, guys. Just type it in, Harley heated grips. You're going to come up with articles and podcasts and videos, and Lurch is free, our free video there on how to do that little hack. We got some podcast here right there. Here's our actual video.
Yep. Harley heated grips.
So it's /Harley heated grips, all one word, no dashes, Harley heated grips. But again, if you forget any of that, it'll be in the show notes. And at any rate, just go to /buy videos, all one word, and that'll get you all our videos, including the handlebars, including the heated grips, all that kind of stuff, guys. So we got you covered. But seriously, our videos. If you guys watch our detailed videos on YouTube, they're that detailed and even more. We're very, very proud of those videos, and we love that we can help bikers. For the simple price of that video is so cheap compared to what a dealership is going to frickin' charge you. To get that done at a dealership, especially now, you're talking $140 an hour for a Hardy mechanic, or 100. What, isn't that what they went up to? 100. I think it's 100.
Is it 125?
Or maybe it's $125. I'm not sure.
I'm sure it varies from location to location, but you're well over $100 now.
Yeah. And speaking of that, dude, these oil changes, dealerships, $400.
That's insane.
We can show you guys. Please go over to buy videos. Please.
I just had the oil change in my diesel truck for nowhere near that.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
Even our local dealership, that's what it's costing now, dude. It's like $400. It's just, you guys just please, we can save you so much money and you'll be so satisfied working on your own bike. Again, over at /buy videos, we've got it over there for the Milwaukee 8, for the the twin cam. It doesn't matter. Softail, Dyna, Touring, we've got you over there, guys. Even for Indian, same thing. We've got you over there for your basic maintenance and oil change, guys. Just especially with the budgets and economy as bad it is, everybody's sucking in, tightening their purse strings, man. There's no reason to be paying dealerships to do that, guys. We can do it with our video. With our videos, guys, that's why we do them. So it's more important now than ever with the tanked economy and high inflation that we're having right now. So there you go. Want to ride longer? Tired of a sore and achy ass? So fix it with a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. Love my butt buffer. Wouldn't ride without it. Oh, yeah, another thing I love. That's right. Once you've had Rick Rack, you'll never go back. The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords that can come loose and slap your paint. Go strapless with a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system and quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Get hooked up with our full line of Rick Rack bags and a bunch of other Rick Rack products that we highly recommend. That's right, Bikeaholics. Zero 3D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike.
I like gold.
Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of Zero 3D products. Absolutely love them. Got a bunch in stock, and we appreciate all of you for shopping for the three aforementioned products right in the Law-Abiding Biker store. All right, we got a great episode for you guys. It's going to be information-packed. It's a good one going during the holiday season, too, because these can make a great gift. But nonetheless, we're going to break it down for you. Welcome back, you freaking Bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%
large and in charge of the motorcycle scene. That's right. More than any time in history, we own it. We control it. That's right. You're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
That's right. Just for listening, you're part of a revolution. You didn't know it. Now you do. We do have just one question before we get started. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
There you go. Ryan Urlacher here, your host of the Law-Abiding Biker podcast, and of course, your
high-tech redneck.
All right. Main topic today. We are going to get right into it here in a minute, and it's jam-packed, but it is our beloved Biker Gripper motorcycle cell phone mount that we've been selling for 9 years now. We're still moving a ton of them. Nothing but tons of positive reviews over on our store. We believe, based on experience, that it is the best. You'll find out in this episode. We wanted to run, there's so many other cell phone mounts in your feeds and your social media feeds, these companies just trying to get you to buy it, spending tons of advertising dollars, just pushing them. In our opinion, a lot of them are way overpriced. They're not as good. Anyways, we had an open mind, and this frickin' Quad Lock company kept putting it in my feed. You guys have seen it too.
Oh, yeah.
They are spending an ass load of money on advertising. And if you see it enough, that's just an advertising technique.
Like the fifth time or something?
Yeah, like the fifth.
There's a number.
Even more than that, yeah.
You see it enough times, eventually, like, well, I guess I need this.
Yep. It is an advertising technique, and a lot of these companies, they're not necessarily going by the quality of their product. They're going by the advertising funnel. And if they can spend X amount of advertising dollars and sell X amount, they're still making money. And that's unfortunately what it all comes down to a lot of times.
That's probably why the cost is so high. They're putting that into their
true,
the price of their product. They need to figure out how much money it's going to cost them to put it in your feeds.
Yep. That's very true. That's what it comes down to. A lot of companies. Now, we're not talking bad about the Quad Lock. We're actually going to match it up. We bought one. I'm like, I'm going to buy one. If they're going to keep pushing in my feed, I'm going to buy it. And with an open mind, I wanted to put it up against the biker gripper and see how it went. With that said, up front, guys, I was open, and you can become a dealer for Quad Lock. So don't think I didn't have it in my mind. I'm like, if this thing is that good, I'll be open to selling it too. I don't care. We can be a distributor for a lot of people. So it wasn't like to get it and bash it. I was literally like, if they're going to push it this hard, then they take the risk of me getting it and putting it back to back, right, or face to face, I should say, with the biker gripper. So that's what this episode is going to be about.
Or maybe back to face.
Maybe that could happen too. So anyways, that's what this episode is going to be about, guys. And we are going to break it all down for you. And in the future, we actually plan on getting some of the others that are pushing in your feeds. And we're going to find out, is there anything yet that's better than the biker gripper? Well, you're going to find out in this episode, and you're going to find out a lot of things you should consider when buying a cell phone motorcycle mount. Lurch wants to announce a new free video that's been out on the YouTube channel.
Well, being that this episode is about the
look at
the
that
fight.
How clever is that?
The fight, the heads up competition between the biker gripper and the Quad Lock. This video is what's the best motorcycle cell phone mount? Quad Lock versus biker gripper. The winner is USA made. Link in the show notes.
Made in the USA. There you go. So we did do a full video on this, guys, for you. And it's a lot of information. We're going to go over it in this podcast format because a lot of people like to consume that way. And also, we oftentimes get in more detail and say a lot more things because that is what a podcast is for.
Long form.
Yeah, long form content. And we actually kept it. So the YouTube video is very succinct. It's got a lot of views. So get over there and watch it because there's a lot more visuals to it. And but like I say, listen to the episode too, because we definitely dive in deeper on that. So I'm going to get this open, and we want to thank the voicemail up front, lawabidingbiker.com/contact. That's how he left that voicemail. Once you go to that, on your phone, on a computer, anywhere in the world, you can use the built-in microphones. It's free, and you literally just leave a voicemail, and it comes right to us. Again, lawabidingbiker.com/contact. We'd love hearing your voices. Please leave us more voicemails. If you're in our app on the smartphone, you can actually just call us right there. There's a phone number, and you just push it. So on iOS or Android, you can go ahead and write in the Law Abiding Biker app. You can call the show. It says right there, and you call it, and you can leave a voicemail. So we make it very easy for you to reach out to us, and you can also leave an email over at that contact page. But we definitely love, it's just fun. It's fun hearing your voices, and it's a little more interactive. So please continue to leave us those voicemails, and we will see what we can do and see if we can get your question answered, or maybe it's just a joke or something funny you leave us. We like hearing that too. So take advantage of that, guys. All right. So we are going to get started here. Yep, we got that. I'm just going to go down some of our notes here, guys, and try to cover the high points for you. If you see anything, Lurch, let me know. All right. So we wanted to find out a couple questions, guys. When I finally got this Quad Lock again, I purchased this with my own money, no affiliation with the company, and I have nothing against the company. I'm not here to bash them. They want to put their stuff in my feed. I'm going to buy it and eventually and say, okay, this thing, I've seen enough. I want to see how it goes. Number one, I want to know, is it affordable? I want to know who's behind this company. And yes, it matters to me, guys, who's behind a company. Maybe it doesn't to some of you. Maybe it does. It doesn't mean I won't buy. I mean, yeah, I don't care who's behind my HDMI cable. Okay. There's no community behind that. It's not a sport. It comes from China. I get it. It's an HDMI cable. I want to know if it's good quality, and I need it to do what an HDMI cable does. But when it comes to like motorcycle parts or even snowboard. In the snowboarding, I want to know, like, is this just a company trying to sell me a product? Are they bikers? Do they care about bikers? Have they tested it for bikers? It does matter to me, and I'm much more likely. That's why to buy from a company that's bikers. That's why we align ourselves like Rick Wreck, bikers, Zero 3D, bikers. Okay, Butt Buffer, bikers. It does matter to me. Because I just think there's more heart, more soul, and I want to support people that aren't just making a massive cell phone mount that can be put on, your boat and we do it on motorcycles, and bicycles, and I want to know that I want to support companies of motorcyclists. That is the industry I'm in. I know that it's going to be more well thought out because it was made specifically for motorcycles. So it does matter to me. If it doesn't to you, cool. But so that is one thing. Some guys are like, I don't care or whatever. I do want to know where it's made. It doesn't mean that we sell products. We sell products right in our store. We're a reseller of things that are manufactured in China. So none of this is meant to say that, that's bad. Some things have to be manufactured there right now. There's not enough. So, but I do care, and I do want to know where it's made, because if it's made in the USA, that's important to me. And we'll get into some of that. Are they even for motorcyclists? Where is the company from? I want to know their location. I want to know where their warehouses are and things like that. And again, where it is important to me, where is their product manufactured? I want to know all those questions before I just buy in to something, especially when they're pushing it that hard. So I answer these questions. We're going to answer them in this episode and a whole bunch more, guys. So definitely, like I said up front, if you're in the market for a motorcycle cell phone mount, you'll definitely want to hear this episode, guys. It's packed with information. So let's break it down, guys. All right. So a little background, unless you want to do this on the Biker Gripper. So, all right. Yes, guys, we've sold our awesome Biker Gripper motorcycle cell phone mount going on, like I said, 9-10 years now to bikers worldwide. Great reviews. Go check them out in the store. We use it exclusively, our Biker Gripper mount, on our street and adventure motorcycles. Now, this video is, like I said, we're not here to bash quad lock. I want you guys to know that up front. This is a fair, I believe, very objective. It's not so much subjective. It's literally objective. Like the Biker Gripper does this, the quad lock does this, this doesn't do this, this does do this. So we wanted to keep it that way, very objective. At the end of the day, anyways, guys, here's the deal. We try to give you the information in an objective manner so you can it's your money. We want you to make an informed decision on how you spend your money. And we know at the end of the day, all we can do is give you the information. At the end of the day, you're going to buy what motorcycle product best fits your needs. So that's all we're doing here, is arming you with information. What you go out and decide to do is up to you. But at least you'll be informed and you'll feel like you're making an intelligent decision, an intelligent purchase. So let's dive into these mounts, guys. So you want to do a little background on the company, Lurch?
Yeah. So Quad Lock started as a Kickstarter campaign, and they are out of Australia. The company...
Shout out to all of our Australia listeners.
Yeah, we're a big deal in Australia. I don't know if everybody knows that. But
we love our Australia listeners, and some of our loyal listeners over there, and hit us up and comment on YouTube. So shout out Australia.
So the company owners ride bicycles, not motorcycles. Bicycles is how they got their start. At some point decided probably to start selling them to the motorcycle market, which then went to pretty much anything you can stick a quad lock on. Mm-hmm. You know, we focus on motorcycles. Can you use the Biker Gripper on other things? Absolutely. If it's got a round bar, or you can modify the perch mount to go on something, you can mount it on anything. We got car mounts now. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. We got vent mounts. We got dash/windshield mounts. So you can put your Biker Gripper in your car and all that kind of stuff. But we still primarily, which we're going to get to, made for motorcycles. Yeah, definitely motorcycle centric. We've had requests for some other mounting solutions, and so we've done that. But they obviously started with bicycles and then moved into the motorcycle market, and we'll get into that a little bit more. But obviously, a bicycle and a motorcycle have some different pain points, if you will, for a motorcycle mount. And then they got into pushing it through influencers at some point, and now it's It is all over social media feeds. I mean, and now that I've done some research on it, it's even worse than mine. But even before that, you know, they're in the Facebook and the Instagram and the TikTok.
God, Instagram's horrid.
Yeah, they're just getting it out in front of you. And like Ryan said,
I had to block it finally.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, I can't see this thing anymore.
I haven't even thought about that. Yeah. I'm going to have to do that. But so one thing about the Quad Lock is it is a product made in China. It even says so on their own packaging. Just something to consider, like Ryan said. You know, either you want to buy something made in the USA if you can, or maybe it doesn't matter to you. To me, it matters, especially when you start getting into pricing, and you know, the Quad Lock's quite a bit higher priced for something that's made overseas. But anyways,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into it. But the build quality, in all fairness, seems to be pretty decent build quality. The mount itself is thicker and bulkier than the biker gripper. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's just not as sleek and as sexy as the biker gripper. We try to keep it to be somewhat of a low profile, you know, on your handlebar, you know, so it's not sticking way out. And one thing we did notice though about the Quad Lock is you can't adjust it on the fly. So what I mean, so to kind of explain it a little bit, it's got 4 tabs on the back, or on the mount, which that's where the Quad Lock comes from. It clicks into a case. And once you lock it in place, it's very difficult, and we'll get more into detail, but it's difficult to move that. Whereas the way that the biker gripper head is with the compression nut and the ball, you can spin that thing into landscape mode. You can push it up, push it down, you know, if the sun's glaring on it. It's just so much easier to adjust. Quad Lock, you're locked into a position.
Yep. Good call. And we will get more detailed as we go through this, guys. So Lurch took that. I'll take our background. So like I said, we've actually been selling the biker gripper for over 10 years now to motorcycle riders specifically. We're actually a company of motorcyclists. We're not bicyclists, guys. I think you know that by now. So we have a product. You got to understand, the biker gripper was developed and tested specifically for a motorcycle environment. That's what it was built for. Again, going back to the Quad Lock bicycles, and they've had to, we're going to talk about it, they've had to make some variations to the Quad Lock because it wasn't made for motorcycles. And again, you'll want to hear.
And a variation they'll charge you extra for.
Yes. Yes. So stay tuned. You're definitely going to want to know this stuff. So I've personally seen our biker gripper go through 4 crashes where bikes went down at speeds, both on and off road, mind you. And to date, a smartphone has never come out of our mount, guys. Yes, admittedly, even I was surprised each time because I don't care. In a crash, I would expect it to come out. And at that point, you've crashed. It would be great if it stayed in, but there was never any expectation of that. You know what I mean? Like You crash, it's like, yeah, shit happens. Insurance, you broke your phone and your whole bike's fucked up now, you know, whatever. But nonetheless, it frickin' stayed in.
And in some adventure crashes too, which tend to be a little more dynamic than, you know, low siding and sliding out a bike. You know, a lot of times on the adventure bike, when you go down, you tip that thing over pretty quick and hard, and to not even have that thing come out of the mount is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yes, very much. Yeah, and that's because the reason it doesn't come out, guys, is because that head, which we'll get into, but it does have 18 pounds grip strength right in the head, and it does hold it. Yeah, we saw one bike go down, low side stand up, hit the guardrail, ride the guardrail for, 100 feet, back down, high side, and I can't believe the phones are in there, guys. Don't test it. Okay, we tested it for you. Okay, don't wreck on purpose. But and the biggest thing, guys, which I already talked about, and we're very proud of this, and I want to say a couple things about this. Our product, yes, the biker gripper, is 100% manufactured right here in the United States of America by American workers, factory workers, guys. If that doesn't mean anything to you, that's you. That's cool. I'm not dogging you. And we have an international audience. I get it. If you're out of the country, maybe you don't care if it's made in the USA. So I get all that. I'm just telling you, we're proud of it because we're from here. I want to support this country. I want to support our workers, our factories, which, a lot of stuff is made in China now. And I get it. Products we sell in our store are made in China. But I can't say that I'm not so proud that cell phone mount our cell phone mount is made still in the United States of America and not in some Chinese factory. Okay. Again, that's up to you guys, but just understand, that's a fact. And so if you are from the United States and you want to support here, the Biker Gripper is the one. It is, and it's made right here. So, and interestingly enough, is a lot of people make stuff in China because you can get it cheaper. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. That's just the way things are. Okay. We obviously, that would be cool to change over time and, without getting political and all that. We're not going to get into politics, but, we are very proud of the fact that not only don't we make it in a Chinese factory, it's cheaper than any other of your main cell phone motorcycle brands out there, guys. We are able to keep the price down, yet still support workers right here in the United States of America. So it's much cheaper than the quad lock system by a long shot. And as you're going to find out, we believe it's higher quality. It's a better mount. So yep, USA made and good price. We've been riding and testing the Biker Gripper for over 10 years now on motorcycles, street bikes, and adventure. So not bicycles, not side-by-sides or anything else. Motorcycles. The Biker Gripper can handle either environment with ease. There you go, guys. So again, like I said, if you want to support the USA, our economy, and our workers, the Biker Gripper really is your only choice. And the reason I say that is we actually researched, and to date, we personally can't find any other motorcycle. This is weird, I know. It shouldn't be, because we should all be used to this, but we literally cannot find another motorcycle cell phone mount that's made right here in the USA. From what we can see, and all of them, of course, everything on Amazon is from China, guys. Most everything you buy from there. It's all farmed out to Chinese factories.
This particular, I'm doing a little research just to make sure on our pricing, because I know that it is good compared to Quad Lock in particular. But I'm looking at another company here that they've got an American flag on there and it says assembled.
Oh yeah, don't you love that?
Assembled in America.
Be careful of that, guys. They do try to trick you, and they probably are right. Well, that's great. At least half the labor's here, but ours is made and assembled. We should put that in our listing from now on, made and assembled in the United States. Yeah. You're not going to find anything, guys. Here's what I don't understand is I don't know how cell phone mounts on Amazon are still selling for motorcycles. Here's why, guys. Smartphones are not cheap, people. I don't understand, guys' thought process. Like, you go down and you get a really expensive cell phone, and then you're going to cheap out on the mount part of it. Like, it's a 2% of the price of the cell phone, even the Biker Gripper. And you're going to go cheap out and try to find the ugliest, nastiest cell phone mount from a company from China that is not going to back their mount, that hasn't tested it on motorcycles, that you wouldn't even be able to get a hold of if you wanted to. I'm sure if your mount and your phone fell off, you could send the mount back and they might replace it because it's Amazon, but they don't give two shits about your phone. So again, guys, I hope that rings a bell. Like, I hear some guys, it's like, they're worried about the price of a cell phone mount, which I think ours is so affordable, but they'll cheap out and buy some just ugly, nasty thing. They're all over Amazon and eBay. Stay away from them, guys. You just get a good mount, cell phone mount that looks good on your bike and has been tested by actual bikers to protect your phone. So that's all I will say about that. All right. So I bought the Quad Lock from their website, guys. Here's the deal, what me and Lurch found. And Lurch, do you want to explain some of this too? Why don't you take this part? Some of our findings of their website and trying to get through it and find what we needed. Yeah,
it's very a la carte. They have a lot of options. Whereas, with the Biker Gripper, you got perch mount, chrome or black, universal bar mount, chrome or black. It's easy, but going through theirs is insane how much stuff they had. So you had bought the perch mount with a proprietary MagSafe case for your iPhone 15. At the time of the purchase, there was only black or blue options, no chrome. So that's something that we still offer with the Biker Gripper is a chrome. And it's we do it because people want chrome for their chrome bikes. It takes a little longer for us to get them, because they are made in the U.S. and the chrome's done here in the U.S. And so sometimes we get a little back order, but we do our best to keep up on that. So with tax, your mount costs you $105, which is obviously much more expensive than the
That's
Biker
just
Gripper.
Getting in the door, though.
That's just your mount and your case.
Yep.
And we'll get into it a little bit more. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff that you can add on. And one of the things that we learned when looking into the quad lock is that the reviews on the website were not great. And the biggest complaint was that the internal cameras were being damaged.
Which we're going to get to a lot of vibration.
And so just talking about the price, one of the things is if you want to protect your cell phone, you're going to need to add the vibration dampener, which is another $20.
Yes.
So not only are they going to sell you an amount that could potentially damage your phone, they're not going to give you the dampener, whereas it's all built in. And we'll talk about that.
We got a lot of that coming. This was kind of the ecosystem in shopping.
Yeah, I'm going through the notes here. So it's $20 more to add. So now you're up to $125. And then when you're going through the website and clicking on what you need, they're really good at upselling you, which is kind of like, the way they were pushing it through your feed. Now you get in here, they've got you locked in. You're going to buy a case. You're going to buy the mount. You're probably going to want to get your vibration dampener. Now they got all kinds of other stuff that you can add on to it. So there's like colored levers if you want a different colored locking lever, colored rings, MagSafe wallet, MagSafe battery pack. I mean, what's that got to do with your phone mount, right? Screen protectors and a lot more. So they've got you locked in the funnel, and if you're going to buy, they're hoping you're going to add a whole bunch of extra crap on there that is not necessarily needed.
Right. It's a whole ecosystem they've created.
Yes.
It's a cell phone case company as much as it is a motorcycle company. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is, what are they focused on? Are they focused on serving bikers? They're so focused on selling as many adapters and colored rings and rain ponchos.
Oh, I forgot the rain condom.
Rain condom. And it's a whole, and what I found, Lurch, when we were talking about that, it's actually very confusing. I use a ton of different software. I search a lot of websites. It was actually when I got on Quad Lock for the first time, I was like, holy shit.
What do I need?
Like, how do I don't even know what I need here. Like, this is so over the top because you can be sold. Honestly, you're going to get out. We got out at $105. I wanted to buy the bare minimum because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. But, $105 for, an iPhone case and the perch mount, you're going to be into it a lot more than that, likely, depending on, and like Lurch said, we're going to get into that's later, the vibration dampening and what that's all about. But yeah, another $25 there. And so $125 at minimum to get out of there. So let's do this, and then we're going to talk about some of the quad lock options, and then we'll compare it to the biker gripper options.
Are you searching for the easiest and quickest detachable luggage system for your motorcycle or Rick Rack? That's just what you're looking for. Forget those frustrating straps and bungee cords that can come loose and slap your paint. Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome quick attach strapless luggage rack systems. This father and son team designed something really special you can't find anywhere else. Yep, these guys ride so they truly understand the needs of bikers. The Rick Rack quick attach system is strong, durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of quality touring bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use a Rick Rack, you'll never go back. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Head on over to Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our full line of Rick Rack systems and bags. lawabidingbiker.com/store.
All right. So here's some of the options that you have, what we found on the Quad Lock. So you've got a universal, which is your round bar like we have, and a perch mount options. Okay. I bought the perch mount with a proprietary MagSafe case with their locking system, and understand, I guess there's only a black. Lurch mentioned this. Sorry, we're going through our notes. We got a little ahead on a few things. I did too, but chrome, or they have black only option for the mount.
Black,
and it's got a blue color.
Locking tab or release lever. The blue's release lever.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they also have a stem mount too.
Yeah, they've got a mirror and stem. Yeah. But we're just going to stick with that's more for sports bikes, and we're going to kind of stick with cruiser, Indian, Harley. So with tax, we talked about that. Yes. Okay. We got that. Okay. All right. We got their mounting option. So now let's look at the biker gripper and our simple option. So talking about what you're going to need and being confused a little bit on their website and all that kind of stuff and being upsold all this stuff. You go to the Law Abiding Biker Store. This is how simple your options are. Very simple to choose. It's very understandable. Again, This is because it's for motorcycles, all right? And we wanted to keep it pretty simple. So we don't upsell you anything. No add-on parts, no this, that, no colored, it's very simple. You get everything you need in our kit. So there's nothing to add on. What you get is everything you need to get it installed on your motorcycle, including standard and metric bolts, spacers, mounts, and the head, and a wrench, all in one little package for you guys. So, and the best part is we have no proprietary case or locking system.
That's huge.
Guys.
That's huge.
It is huge to us. I remember researching so many years ago when I was trying to figure out, when we were developing and trying to figure out what we were going to do. It's me personally, guys. I don't want a proprietary case on a cell phone motorcycle mount. It's useless. The reason they do that, in my opinion, is because they're locking you into a system. They want to lock you in. If we could sell a case with ours, we could charge $105, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to have to use their case. I don't want anybody's case. I want to use the case I want on my iPhone. I want to use, maybe sometimes when we're adventure riding, a life-proof, waterproof case. I run my phone naked a lot. I want to be able to run it naked if I want. I hate big bulky I buy this expensive, beautiful iPhone, and that's just me. I don't want to hide it in a case, and I don't want to be told that the only case I can buy is a quad lock, because now I need that to run my phone on my mounting system. You can run your phone naked. You can run it with any case you want on your phone with a biker gripper. You don't have to have just one case. I have multiple cases. I switch them around because I want my phone to look different, and then I'll take it off and I'll run it naked. And I just have all the flexibility in the world with the biker gripper. You are stuck with the quad lock system. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. They do have on the back, the quad lock does have the ability to buy the quad lock, and you can stick it to your back of your phone or your case, but now you're stuck, guys. And some guys say, well, you don't have to buy their case, but you still have to buy this big ass quad lock thing. And now you can't, but it's stuck to the back of your case. So
and now you're hoping
with
that
3M
adhesive,
sticking tape,
they hope that adhesive doesn't fail.
Yeah. It's another failure point. And again, now you've got this big bulky things that you've ruined your case. Whatever case you bought, you've ruined it now, in my opinion, because you got this big ass quad lock thing hanging off of it. And now you're going to have to buy, you're going to have to, buy a new, I guess when you buy a new phone, you got to buy a new case, and then you're going to have to buy another quad, because you're not going to reuse that 3M sticky mount thing. You're going to have to buy in. So it's just a whole system that is it's ridiculous to me that you have to have a proprietary system. But honestly, I get it. They're doing it because they want to make as much money as possible. And when they can lock you into that, so that you can only buy their cases, you can only buy their leverage, you can only buy this, you can only buy that, you have to buy this yet. And so I get it for an ecosystem. All right. So here you go. Very simple with the biker gripper. 4 mounts to choose from, black or chrome. You choose a color, and then you choose either perch mount, which goes on your brake, or clutch, side on your control mounts.
It is
or
reversible.
Universal.
It can go on either side.
Go on either side. It can go right side up or upside down.
Yep.
If you have apes, it can go upside down, so your phone's lower. That's it. So, but those are the same. You just decide how you mount it. Mm-hmm. But your only options, color, black or chrome, perch, or universal bar mount. That's it. Done. Everything in the kit, ready, shipped out, fast, speedy like, and on your doorstep in no time. And that's it. You don't have to scratch your head wondering what you want. You're not locked in. You don't have to worry about what case. Use your case, run it naked, whatever you have. You need nothing. It's an open system, guys. All right, so let's talk about the biker gripper a little more. As far as the build, do you want to talk about that, Lurch? I've been talking a lot.
As mentioned before, you tend to do that normally.
I do.
That's just the way it goes.
I'm chatty.
As mentioned earlier, it is made in the USA through a patented CNC process using high-quality aircraft-grade aluminum, making your mounting system more lightweight, much better looking, and most importantly, more durable. The head of the biker gripper is injection molded using DuPont Delrin acetyl resin thermoplastic, and your electronic device is held securely in place with polyurethane fabric to prevent scratching and 4 stainless steel springs with up to 18 pounds of grip strength. The grip range on the biker gripper head is 1.9 inches to 4.2 inches. The biker gripper head fits even the largest of smartphones. Ryan's currently running a iPhone 15 Pro Max because he's got to have all the big bad stuff for his film stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's still got room in that bad boy, in that biker gripper grip. Largest
of phones, guys. It'll fit everything.
And now you get a better mount with a biker gripper, in our opinion, and it's a much affordable price. Just head on over to Law Abiding Biker Store and check out all the different options that Ryan mentioned before. And we also mentioned, because it's been requested, we have mounts for your car too. So you can do a windshield, a dash mount, or a vent mount. And, we suggest that you have one on each vehicle. But, if you wanted to buy just the mount, you could take the head off of your bike and then move it over your car during the winter. So it's an option. We have them separated for you for that. And speaking specifically of those stainless steel rods that are in there, they're independent of each other, and that's part of the vibration dampening. So I kind of wanted to get into that a little bit. So we mentioned earlier with the quad lock, it's been damaging phones. It's on their website, people making reviews, and so you can buy an additional.
And this is what I go back to real quick. This was made for bicycles, guys.
Yeah.
So I want to clean that up a little bit. I appreciate you bringing this up. And then I'll let you take over if you don't mind. So what we were saying earlier, guys, what I was saying is this was made for bicycles. And because it was originally made for bicycles and the company owners are bicyclists, then they wanted to make it on motorcycles. They're like, oh shit. They've had to make alterations because when they put it on bicycles or on motorcycles, like Lurch said, all of a sudden, obviously motorcycles are different than bicycles and there's a whole nother motor in there. Duh. And it causes vibrations. And because of that, they're mounted. If you guys see it, we did not buy the vibration dampener. Lurch is going to get into this a little bit, but it's a very rigid mount. Well, no shit. It's rigid to the bars. It is going to have vibration issues causing, like Lurch said, internal camera damage. And that's where the biker gripper, again, as you're going to see as Lurch breaks this down, it was made and thought out. Oh, we're making this for motorcycles, so it's going to have vibration. So we're going to need to build this into our mount. So take it from there. I just wanted to clean that. And that's an adaptation that they've made to try to deal with the complaints.
Yeah, the biker gripper, as Ryan said, was made for motorcycles. So those high frequency vibrations that you get from the motor of a bike can damage the internals of your cell phone. So talking about those rods again, the stainless steel rods are in the biker gripper head that provide the 18 pounds of grip strength. They move independently of each other. So the phone can move back and forth in the mount a little bit, and it helps absorb vibrations and shock if you hit a big bump and everything. The head is mounted onto the mount with a 17 millimeter ball and a compression nut, and don't tighten the bejesus out of that thing. It's okay if it moves around a little bit. That also helps absorb vibration and bumps. And that badass looking Law Abiding Biker logo that's on there, that rubber pad, it's not just for looks. It also helps dampen vibrations. So
that's what actually the beautiful logo on there actually gets rid of the micro vibrations, is what that's for. It's a rubber pad. So yeah.
Yeah. We've been running this thing for 10 years, several different cell phones, and never had an issue with vibrations.
Yeah. Not one mention of it on any of our reviews.
No.
In 10 years on our own store website. So that should tell you guys something. Included with the mount, because it was designed for bikes.
That's right.
The quad lock,
motorcycles,
$20. Mm-hmm. So you can get it to fix their mistake.
And I don't even know if it would work as well. Just looking at the construction of the quad lock vibration dampener, I'm sure it helps, but it doesn't have all the different features built into it like the biker gripper does.
Right. Yeah. Good point. Good point. So there's your vibration dampening issues. So you're going to have to buy an extra part to try to get rid of that. It's a very rigid mount compared to ours. Ours is so flexible and it has the ability to move freely. The ball head system, like Lurch said, is so much better, just because it has give. It has give and a little bit of play so that your phone's not taking all that, guys. Again, because it was designed for motorcycles. There you go. Let's see. And then we're going to jump back up here and do this.
Hey, bikeaholics, searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? Zero3D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley, Davidson, and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. Zero3D's got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and other comfort products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation that equals less time installing and more time riding. Zero3D has a design team with riders with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero and Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. They pride themselves on great customer service. If you've got a question, get in touch with them via email at sales@zero3d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero3D's custom line of Gold Strike products for the all-new Honda Goldwing. Better yet, help support us and head on over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero3D products.
All right. So as we're diving in a little bit deeper here, Lurch, we're going to talk about some of the abilities. This is very objective. This is not subjective. This is literally how these things operate. And so we're going to go back and forth a little bit. So I'll start with this first point, Lurch, and that is with the quad lock, you cannot adjust the angle of your phone while riding. So the way the quad lock is set up, number one, let me tell you this before I do that, before adjusting the angle. So the quad lock is a proprietary case, proprietary locking system. It's a 4 tabs system. It's got 4 plastic tabs on the actual mount, and then the back of your case has holes for those, and it's a quarter turn. So what I found, and I used it, guys, it's not undoable. I'm just saying it's finicky. And so me and Lurch noticed right away, we're like we wanted to get better at it. So we practiced with it. But basically your mount's up there, you're blind. And so when you're putting your phone on,
meaning you can't see the lock, the rear of the phone. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So you got 4 tabs on the mount, and you got a pocket with 4 holes on the back of the phone, and you're trying to line those up, and they're precise. When you say finicky, it's precise. You have to have it lined up just right to get it to lock into place.
Yes.
And doing that blind takes practice. We got a little better with it, but it's still not easy.
Yes. Yeah, you do get better at it. And you the way you do is, you leave it off just a quarter turn because you want to line them up, and then you turn it into, if it's in portrait mode, then you turn it and it clicks. But sometimes I found if you don't do just perfectly even pressure, you miss a tab.
Right.
And now you don't have the tabs in. It's finicky, guys. And a lot of guys commented on my YouTube, they admitted it was finicky. Yeah. Whether you have it or not, honest guys are going to tell you, can you do it? Of course. Mm-hmm. It may take you a couple tries, or you may miss it now and then. It is what it is. It's very objective. Try it yourself if you don't believe me. But you do get better at it, and it's certainly not a deal breaker by any means, but that's, again, with that type of locking system. So it is finicky. Now moving on to what I was saying, which you can't adjust the angle on the fly while riding. And so what I mean is when you're setting up the quad lock, you've literally got a wrench. That's one of the reasons it's so bulky, is they built the adjustments and the bolts into the head itself because they don't have a ball head system. And so you basically have to adjust it how you want it and then set it and forget it. Once you set it and forget it, you need a wrench to do this. And so you're not going to be doing this while riding. So let's say you're riding, and this, which happens all the time on our summer trips, is all of a sudden it's a certain time of day and there's a glare on your phone and the sun's hitting it just right. Well, deal with it because you're not changing it on the fly. You would literally have to pull over, get your wrench out, adjust it, figure out where you wanted it with those wrenches. Unlike the biker gripper, you can literally, so we have a compression nut, like Lurch said, on the ball head, but you don't tighten it down a ton. And even if you do, you're going to over tighten it. Just get it so it's barely tight. And once you do that, you've still got play, which is what you want on the biker gripper head. Don't over tighten that nut, guys. Tighten it down. Let's say I'm getting on my bike and I bump it, or I bump it with my elbow, it moves the whole mount. It should, because when you're riding, it's going to stay right there. That's no problem. The vibrations, the road, all that, your mount's going to stay right there. But because it's a ball head, I can reach up, grab the whole unit along with my phone, and I can literally adjust it to the left, right, up, down, whatever I want, guys. And make quick adjustments, viewing angles, all that. Here's the other thing to tell you more about the adjustability is with the quad lock, you can't turn it portrait or landscape. That's not going to be a viable option while you're riding down the road. And here's why. Because it's locked into a system, you're literally going to have to grab the phone and the quad lock and your case, and then there's a tab for your thumb. You're going to have to find that, and that's fine.
The release lever.
The release lever. Yeah, thank you. The release lever. And then you're going to have to turn it. Now, say it's in portrait mode, and you're going to try to turn it to landscape. Because I do like running some apps, and sometimes on Google Maps or something, I want to see a different view and maybe wider area. I'll turn it to landscape. So with the quad lock, you'd basically have to release it. Now you're literally going to have to turn it out of the tab. So now you're riding down the road. It's unlocked.
It's not secured to the bike now.
Not secured. Yeah. If you're lucky, and I practiced, but this is while riding at 70 down a freeway with wind or whatever. If you miss, if you keep it perfectly, you can continue to turn it and lock the tabs back in to rotate it into landscape mode. That's sketchy, because if you miss one tab and you let go, your probably phone's going to fall.
And it's just
so it's not easy to do. And we were standing still in a shop, and I was trying it. Once in a while, I could get it. Go ahead.
And not safe either, just to mention.
Yeah, there you go.
Going down the road, you can reach up, grab the biker gripper, and turn it into landscape mode. Takes a second. With this, now you're concentrating, trying to get the tabs lined up. You're going to be distracted, and it's just not going to be safe going down the road trying to move that thing from portrait to landscape with the quad lock.
Yep. And like Lurch said, with the biker gripper, literally reach up, grab your whole phone, head, bam, landscape mode, bam, portrait mode, no risk of your phone falling, because you're never taking it out of a secure mount. It stays in the mount. There's no tabs to miss. There's no lining up of things. The head spins on the damn ball head. It's that simple. It's not rocket science here in technology. That's why it was made that way. Again, it was made for bikers and that environment. It was made like, what if they need to put it in landscape mode? Well, let's make a ball head system. Let's not make a proprietary lock. All those things went into the development of the biker gripper. So here's again, I'm just capitalizing on how I don't like proprietary cases, guys. I don't want to be told what case I can have. And especially when I'm adventure riding, I can use any case I want. Now, interestingly enough, doing research, Quad Lock doesn't even sell a waterproof case. So what they sell instead is a ridiculous poncho, they call it. Yeah. A big bulky plastic case that goes over their phone in case. I'm like, really? That's the best you could do out of all the other shit you came up with to sell people? That's the best you could do? So when I'm riding an adventure and I'm using my biker gripper on my KLR 650, I just want to use the case I want. And my particular, that's the only time I use any bulky case is if I know I'm going to be adventure riding for a couple days, is I'll throw a life-proof, waterproof case off there, and it fits right in the biker gripper. Again, choose OtterBox, whatever you want, guys. You get to choose the case you want when you're adventure riding. And then when I get back home, I pop it out and I run my phone naked again, and I can throw that when I'm running to the grocery store in the biker gripper. I never have to put it back in the stupid quad lock system and case, guys. Quad lock's not the only one. A lot of companies are trying to sell you proprietary cases because there's money in that. There's absolutely money in that, guys.
Lock you into their ecosphere.
Yep. That's what Quad Lock we found in a lot of these other companies is all about, locking you into their vast ecosystem so you can't go outside of them. Smart business move. We're bikers and we actually care about bikers, and we don't just want to do that to you. So yes, we would love to make tons of money, but we're okay keeping, the biker gripper non-proprietary like that and just getting it in bikers' hands. Because we know once you get it in your hand, it sells itself. Once you pair it up to something like the Quad Lock, you realize really quick the differences between those. So, and Lurch pretty much covered this. Yep, the biggest complaint on their website is that vibration issue. So just be aware, guys, whatever mount, if you don't choose to buy the biker gripper, you're like, you know what, Lurch, Ryan, full of shit. Those guys are full of shit. I don't want to buy their product. Well, then don't. all I can tell you, I still care about you. I want you to buy a system that's not going to ruin your phone. So at least look like, what have they done? What are they doing about the vibration? Because it's a real thing. And other companies with these proprietary systems and lack of thought and innovation that went into their products are going to damage your phone. They're not going to buy a new phone, FYI. So I would at least do some research. That's why we just wanted to educate people on these different mounts, and kind of when you're shopping, some of the things that you might ask questions about and or look into whatever their description is on their website. All right. We have, that's a lot of information, and we got some more information to throw at you here. We want to take care of one of our beloved sponsors real quick.
Ride along and treat your ass with some respect already. Get hooked up with a premium butt buffer seat cushion.
My ass.
This company of bikers developed a super thin hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials, and it's unlike Jill pads that'll leak if punctured.
Gotcha.
What the hell's that? The butt buffer is designed not to slide around on your seat, fits all motorcycles, installs in seconds, easily cleans, and helps dampen those darn vibrations. With plenty of miles to choose from, they'll assure you'll have a comfortable ass in riding.
Vibrations tickle my ass.
Head on over to Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions.
Thanks for letting me get the vibrations tickle my ass thing in, dude. I love that. Oh, I'm always trying to screw with Lurch. So, all right. Do you want to go into, let's just scroll around here, Lurch. Did we really cover most of it?
We did. Absolutely.
We did. We're going to finish it off here with wireless charging systems. You want it or you want me?
Well, go ahead, because you have some strong feelings about it.
I do. And here's the deal. I'm not against wireless charging system, guys. This is going to be an education for some of you. I'm a tech geek. I get it. This might be over the top, some of it. But I am. I'm the high-tech redneck. I love technology. It's what I spend a lot of my time doing away from law-abiding biker media. Is dealing with technology, and I like new toys and all that kind of stuff. So with that said, Quadlock does have a MagSafe wireless charging system. I still don't know to date why they call it wireless charging, because it still has a wire. And even MagSafe, the iPhone, and I know Android does it too, it's a magnet, and you still have to set your phone on it, but you don't have to plug your phone in, but it's plugged in because that's magnet is still going to, anyways, it shouldn't be called wireless to me. That's just me.
I would say the phone is not plugged in. So it's, you're not using a wire into
that is why they call it that.
Yeah, absolutely. But that charging device still has to be plugged into something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Well said. So here's the deal. Quadlock does make it. Will we ever make one for the biker gripper? I don't know. I'm not going to say never. If you guys want it that bad, if we get enough requests for it, I'll look into it. Here's some things to take into account why I have not been eager to develop a wireless charging head for the biker gripper. Of course, a lot of companies jumped on the bandwagon, and I get it. They're going to sell them because some guys want them. And again, we try to serve first. Money, yes, we need to make money as a company, but we want to serve first, and then money secondary to a certain extent there, guys. So here's why, and some things you should take into account for. All right, I have some thoughts. That's what I'm going to say. All right, to be fair. All right. So here's what I'll say. On your phones, guys, here's why I'm not eager to do a charging head. If you didn't know this about your smartphones, is you're not actually supposed to charge them all the time, okay? With a charging head like that, you're basically, because that's your mount, every time you go to stop by the convenience store and you make a stop or this or that, every time you get on your bike, you're throwing it on a charger. Same with the car, a MagSafe in the car, guys. It actually degrades your battery. It degrades the life of your battery. You're going to get less life out of it. It's not going to charge as good. And the reason is these batteries in these cell phones have a charging cycle life. And that's why you actually only want to, if you care about the battery health and all that in your phone, you want to get the most out of it. Any tech person will tell you should only charge it when it needs charging. So what I mean is you should put it on your charger and then run it all day. And maybe when it gets down to 20% or lower, then throw it on the charger. don't, when you run to lunch, throw it on the MagSafe charger and run back to your it's another charge cycle, guys. And it's your battery's getting a charge memory. All right. That's best case scenario. And so that's why I don't like a MagSafe that much holders, because you're going to have to put it up there and charge it every time, thus ruining the life of your battery. The second reason is, guys, and I know a lot of smartphones, iPhone, Android have systems built in because they realize, Apple does, that it's ruining people's batteries, MagSafe. And so they're building in software into it to try to figure out your schedule. So if you have that feature on, sometimes you guys will see it on your iPhone. It'll say, hey, you put me on the charger, but for, battery health, I'm only charging to 90% cycle, blah, 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 blah. And that's cool and it helps. But unless you go to bed, if you have my schedule, they can't figure me out and it doesn't work right because I'm always running different hours and I'm charging at different times. And so unless you have a schedule where it is the same 7 days a week, it helps. Nonetheless, it helps. So they are trying to build stuff in, but still, it's not going to figure out when you're putting your phone on 20 times a day on your motorcycle and you're off and on it, guys, or your car. So I would say don't use MagSafe holders in your car or motorcycle for that reason. I know a lot of you maybe don't care. You're like, I get a new phone every year anyways. It's not my problem. Well, cool. I get it. I'm just telling you why. I'm throwing it out there. The second reason, and I've already mentioned this, Lurch, but I'm going to follow up on it, is it's not wireless, guys. So I put my phone in the biker gripper and it's down. And a lot of guys are like, I use Google Maps and stuff. It burns a lot of battery. Yeah, real good. Then plug it in on your bike when it gets low. I don't get that comment. I saw some guys, I run Google Maps too. I run lots of shit on my cell phone. And then when I need it plugged in while I'm on a trip, I reach down and I plug the fucking phone in while I'm riding down the road. This isn't rocket science, guys. And then I'm not ruining my battery health. Just because I'm running maps doesn't mean I have to run it 24/7. All right. Also, there's portable batteries I run on trips just in case I ever get low. It's in my pocket and I just MagSafe, bam, on the back of my So anyways, I digress. But now, so you get the point, guys. A MagSafe, and a charged head, you're going to have to run a wire up there anyways. So you're not getting rid of a wire. You got to run a wire either to plug your phone in manually or it's got to charge the MagSafe head. So that's why, again, I'm not against it. And if you guys ask us enough, if you email us and ask us if that's something you're really interested, we'll collect the emails and we'll finally develop one for you guys that want to use it. But again, I don't know what convenience it actually provides. And here's the other deal. If you guys are running Apple CarPlay on your motorcycles with the boombox, or you're going to run Apple CarPlay with the Indian, you're going to have your phone plugged in to the boombox to get Apple CarPlay to activate. MagSafe will not do that for you. So there's another reason. I have seen a few comments. One of the other arguments, which guys just again, what I said, they struggle to justify their purchase. And I get it. They're MagSafe because they're so happy with it. Their wireless charging system. They say, oh, well, it rains. And if your phone's plugged in, it will stop charging because it detects water. Just like get a LifeProof case, bro. And yes, it has a port, but it has rubber around it and it seals. If you're riding in that much rain and that it's actually detecting that there's water in the charge, and then you should probably be running a waterproof case of some sort. So, or just like I said, you shouldn't be charging it all the time anyways. Wait till a few minutes till the rain stops and it dries out and you'll get your wireless charging back. So that's such a minor, such a niche situation, so to speak, of you actually raining that hard. You're behind a fairing most of the time anyways. I don't know how you're getting that much water in your charging port. But a few guys said it. So I wanted to mention, if that's a big deal for you, then, and you're worried about that one time it rained so hard that you can't charge, then by all means, grab a wireless charging head. But anyways, hopefully that from a tech, the companies aren't going to tell you that sell you these MagSafe chargers. They are convenient. I have one on my nightstand. but my phone's ready to be charged at night because I don't overly charge it throughout the day. And yeah, it's perfect for night. I charge it, it stops charging at its level, and my watch, you're good to go. But yeah, any questions on that, Lurch? So I'm not against wireless charging. It has its place, but that's some of my reasons why we haven't been eager. And maybe why you should consider not getting a MagSafe charger.
I think it's good information because I wouldn't have considered that, the battery health portion of it. And you being the high-tech redneck puts that on the perspective. So it's, again, something I hadn't considered, but makes complete sense.
And to finish off with that, and that it kind of goes, it interestingly enough, you don't want to charge your phone all the time, but then it sucks because Apple CarPlay makes you plug in for the bikes. And so now you're actually charging, you're doing what you're not supposed to do, but so I get it. There's a whole array. That's why I like my Ford F-150. It's wireless CarPlay. So I don't have to have my phone plugged in, and I don't have to charge it, and I don't have to have it plugged in for Apple CarPlay. I hope the bikes will come with wireless CarPlay. It seems like as we're developing, we're getting away from wired Apple CarPlay. So it'd be nice because wireless, then you get the best of both worlds. So I get it. I'm just going to reveal this. If we ever do develop a head, the head that I want to develop, you'll be able to turn the charging off. I want it to have a switch. So you can use the magnet to mount it if you want, but you're not even using it to mount. That would never hold it. So that's the thing about the quad lock. It's got the proprietary case, it's just got the charging head. Yeah. So different than a car, you can actually just use the magnet because it's not going to fall off. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. On a bike, you would not trust just a magnet up there. But I would want the ability for our head to turn off. So guys that are concerned about battery health can go, I don't want it right now. And then when your phone got low, you could reach up and flick a switch and turn it on. So if I do develop one at some point, guys, know that that'll be a key goal of mine, is to get a head like that. Talk about pricing on the Biker Gripper, Lurch. At the time of this podcast, you guys, actually we'll do this. Generally speaking, the Biker Gripper, because this podcast is going to be evergreen and prices do change over time depending on, products and how much chroming is cost. We have to adjust prices. But generally speaking, you're talking about how much cheaper for a Biker Gripper that in every way that we could find was better, unless you love quad lock case and you're like, that I have to have a beautiful. They're not beautiful, by the way. They're extremely bulky cases, in my opinion. But if you love quad lock so much, they're cases that you can't find another case, then that might be the one better.
Yeah, right now, just comparing the two perch mount ones, because that's what you had bought, was a perch mount from the quad lock, and our perch mount about $40 cheaper right now, and that's and it can be even as high as $60 or as much as $60 cheaper if you buy the vibration dampener for the quad lock. So it's significantly.
No, let's just do it. You're buying the vibration dampener. You're going to ruin your cameras, guys.
$60 cheaper.
Yeah,
at the moment.
There you go, guys. For a sexier, sleeker, stronger, chrome, black, any case, beautiful head, landscape portrait on the fly, 18 pounds grip strength, vibration dampening built in times 3 different things that are built in there. The arms, the pad, the ball head, everything, guys, for a price made in the USA on top of it, and still able to beat Quad Lock by $60 and a lot of the other companies that are out there too. You'll see some others. There's another company out there very similar to Quad Lock called Rockform. We're going to be grabbing one of their cases. I think we're going to learn a lot of the same things, but nonetheless, we're going to keep doing these, guys. The day I find something better than the Biker Gripper, or at least equal to, you'll see it being sold in the Law Abiding Biker store. I will sell stuff. I don't care. But I just feel like at this time, still after 10 years, even with all these companies coming out, we can't find anything better, in our opinion, for bikers, for a motorcycle environment strictly, that's better than our beloved Biker Gripper. Now, we love our patron members. We want you to become a patron member. We want to get you benefits. We want to get to know you better in the private Facebook group, but we never balk at a flat donation. These folks left us flat donations.
Ronald Connolly of Indianapolis, Indiana. David Bouillon of Beaumont, Texas, with a substantial donation. And Gregory Gregory Carpenter of Amelia, Ohio.
There you go. lawabidingbiker.com/donate is how they left us a flat donation. That certainly helps put a little fuel in the Law Abiding Biker gas tank.
So we can keep this thing running on down the road.
There you go, guys. Yeah, we appreciate the flat donations. There's also a big donation button on our homepage on our website if you forget, but it is lawabidingbiker.com/donate, or just hit that big button, and we appreciate it so very much. Anything we need to clean up here, Lurch? We've always got biker grippers in stock. We stay ahead of that. We do sell the heck out of them. We can ship them to you pretty fast in the packaging, and it comes to you very quick. Add on some stuff, free shipping. So if you get over there,
over
$100, free shipping for you guys. And so grab some bug slide over there, maybe a biker bobble girl to keep you entertained. You got to do that. One of our cruise toolkits, our first aid kits, whatever, shirt, some swag, hat, shirts, whatever, guys. But just know or a lot of guys do buy two, because maybe, here you go, buy a car mount and a head and a biker gripper for your motorcycle and a head. You're over $100, and now you get free shipping.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, shipping's cheap anyways, because it's not a huge item. It's reasonable shipping either way.
Right.
But
just packaged up 3 for one individual.
Nice.
So I'm guessing that
multiple bikes in a car.
I'm guessing they saw the video that you put out and changed over for all their bikes. So 3 perch mounts, or maybe they got together as friends and ordered them to get over the.
Oh, there you go.
The hump for
do that
shipping
too.
Or whatever.
Get with one of your buddies. Say, I'm going to order 2 biker grippers so we can get free shipping, and I'll sell you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know why that didn't cross my mind. Yeah, there you go. Take advantage of that, guys. And all you patron members, don't forget to use your patron discount. It's always there for all products in the store. It's another one of tons of benefits for becoming a patron member, guys. All right. We appreciate your support. And the biker gripper sells itself. Honestly, once you get it in your hands, or another biker, we sell a ton of them word of mouth, because somebody sees it and they just recommend it, because it is, in our opinion, still the best. Rocking and rolling. I know there's a lot of information. Don't forget, if you want to see the visuals of what I was talking about, landscape, portrait, the locking system, the tab system, the video is very detailed. A lot of really good shots. It's over on the Law Abiding Biker YouTube channel, or, of course, you can go to the show notes, whatever app you're using, and Lurch will put a link directly to the video so you can view it. And drop a comment over there on the video about how much you love the biker gripper if you have one. Get over, watch the video, even if you have a biker gripper. We'd love to see your comments and how much you love it. Oh, real quick, guys, I wanted to mention this. One of the things on the biker gripper, admittedly, guys, after several years, or even up to 5 years or whatever, guys, depending on what environment you're in, on the inside of the biker gripper head, there's some grip tape. It's a very thin grip tape, but it helps with protect your phone. It helps to dampen vibrations too, but mostly to grip your phone. Yes, admittedly, when it's 110 degrees out and you're, riding day after day, or year after year, I should say, that tape can get, because it's gripping your phone, it can get a little bit cut up, and it can get a little bit gooey because it's sticky, and it might get off just a little bit. It's easily solved, guys. It's not a big deal. You can go find any of your own grip tape, of course, but we do sell it very reasonably. It's the exact grip tape that we use. It comes with a little alcohol wipe. It comes with 2 new pads. It's super simple. So you don't have to get a whole new biker. We, of course, could sell you a whole new biker gripper head, but again, I already explained that's not what we're about. So we're not trying to rip people off here. So we actually sell the pads right in the store. What are they called, Lurch, so they can search for it?
Well, they're just the replacement biker gripper pads.
Seems like a reasonable name.
Yeah. And we can get the shipping way down on those. We can put those in just regular mail if you're willing to do that. Yep. Of course, we can send it a priority mail or UPS Ground Advantage, but regular mail is an option on those.
Yep. Super reasonable, under $5 right now. Because prices do adjust, but nonetheless, it's super cheap. And they're 2 pads, alcohol, comes in a little baggie, everything you need. You'll replace those, and you got a brand new biker gripper head, basically. Because we do know that happens. Some guys' environments, it's never happened, but it definitely the hot environments over time can eat those pads up a little bit. We understand that. So get a replacement right in the Law Abiding Biker store. We've got it in there for you. I also want to mention, what did I do with the quad like I bought? You guys will love this. I'll tell this story quick. But no, I put it on eBay because I wanted to get rid of it. I just want the cash out of it. And I literally put it in there. in the listing, because I don't care if it sells. I thought it was funny. I put in there, I go, you can buy this if you want, but I would definitely go check out a much better biker grip or cell phone mount. But if you want to buy this, I'll certainly take your money and sell it. That was literally, I posted that in the private Facebook group, my funny listing. I had to list the quad lock it kept running out. I do 5-day auctions. I did it 4 different times, and the auction just ended. Nobody bid on it. Because I know a lot of people came over and got a better biker gripper, but it was funny. It was just an experiment. And finally it sold yesterday for like $50. So we lost $55, but it's out of my hands and I don't have to deal with it anymore. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.